What's up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 30 of the Sour Takes podcast.
Episode 30.
Episode 30.
My God.
We made
I feel
it.
like this is a lot for just the two of us. This is a lot.
Hey, at least, we made it work, and that's what matters the most.
I suppose, yeah. And we must welcome our guest today.
We have a guest on the 30th episode. I guess we can make this like a good special episode.
Yeah, man.
We have the host of Genuine Podcast, also known as Justin. Justin
What's going
Dellable.
on, guys? What's
Dude.
going on?
I'm glad to have you on, man.
Justin wanted to be on this podcast for some time now.
Yeah.
Is that I was told that I was going to be on this podcast for some time. So,
And you're here now, right?
sure.
It takes a lot of time to coordinate this kind of stuff, man. Like,
People got schedules. People got lives.
You literally caught us on a whim. Like, it was a
This is
coincidence
the first time we ever
today.
recorded on a Sunday.
It's a coincidence today.
It was meant to be. On
Yeah,
the Lord's
exactly.
Day.
No, it was seriously meant to be. But yeah, man, it's good to have you on.
Thanks, man.
If anybody who... I believe we have some followers who should know of the Genuine Podcast, right?
Yeah, I mean, me and Justin used to like run it. Ernie had an episode on the Genuine Podcast as well.
Yeah.
It was just audio, it wasn't no video, but we made it work and it was good.
It was good stuff.
That was a good episode.
It was
Yeah.
really good stuff.
It's still up if you ever want to
deep
see
one.
it. It's about like past trauma, right? And then they also had like the bond of like fatherhood and things of it.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. And it was very genuine, hence the name, Genuine Podcast.
You know,
Yeah, no, full
vibes.
circle, right? No, it was good. I am saying this and I'm trying to elaborate on it because it was actually good and I want you guys to listen, especially for those who listen to like audio only stuff. Like that is going to hit the spot because even like when I wasn't a part of it, I was still listening into it and it was really good stuff to listen to. So just wanted to have him get the opportunity to shout that out.
But before we go into it, Justin, who are you? Like, what do you do? Like,
I am Hustin,
Hussein?
a dad. That's number one. I feel like whenever anyone asks me anything about my life, I'm always like, oh, I'm a dad. I'm a dad. First
you
thing,
should.
I'm a dad. I'm a dad to a 6-year-old boy. What do? I work. I'm trying to start pod again.
Are you gonna maintain your same pod?
I would like to.
You
I
should.
would like to keep it the same and just keep it going. I have to get back into the flow of that though, because
It's a process.
it's a process, and it's been so long. How long has it been?
I don't know.
Like 2 years almost. No,
Maybe.
it's been a long time. But yeah, trying to pod again. What do? I work. I take care of my child, and then I go back to work.
I've known Justin since like 10th grade.
Yeah, that's a long time. That was what, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
I don't know. I'm bad at math.
Somewhere around there. We graduated 16, right? And we're in 24 now. And
Yeah.
2 years before that, another 10 years,
10 years.
basically.
Wow.
Good at math. I had to say that, sorry.
Not a
No
flex.
No flex.
Not a flex at all.
No
Just,
flex.
just wanna
Definitely
let
a
you
flex.
know.
A lot of people are bad at math, so I flex if I
Guys
can.
with glasses are good at math.
Apparently,
That's
so.
crazy. That has nothing to do with it.
But how are y'all feeling?
chilling.
It's a Sunday. How are y'all weekend? How was y'all week?
Well, to me, this is my Friday because I'm
Technic-
off
Oh, you're off tomorrow.
tomorrow and Tuesday. So
Oh, yeah,
today's my
forget.
Friday, basically. So
Forget about that.
couldn't wait for Sunday, bro. Oh, my God.
How you feeling, Ernie?
Today is my Sunday. So back
Same
to the
here.
grind tomorrow.
Sadly.
Yeah. But it hasn't been a good weekend. It hasn't.
What, you want to talk about it? Or?
What's
No.
going on? Oh, sorry. Forget it. Negate
You
it.
would think this is a podcast where we talk and guys, we could be emotional with one another. We could be what's the word?
We
I'm
can be
looking-
open.
open.
The rain gods do not love me. My apartment flooded again.
It's like the 5th time.
It is. It's
Your
okay,
apartment
though.
flooded?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I really thought my job was gonna flood, and it didn't. That was so surprised. My job floods every time it rains, every single time, and I was so surprised that it didn't flood yesterday. I don't know how.
Lucky you, man.
Thank God.
But yeah, that's it. It was just a lot of water cleaning. No big deal. Nothing I'm not used to already.
So, like, the way you have shit set up in your apartment, is it like already set up, like in case it might flood?
Yeah. Like
Oh, okay,
all the stuff that touches the floor is metal.
Okay, because I know people who live in my building that like they know it floods, and then they're like, "Oh, all my shit got wet," and I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Well,
I
you know-
learned.
well, you
I
know
learned
we
my lesson
flood
the first
here.
time.
You should think. You should be.
I
able to-
learned my
yeah,
lesson
like,
the first time.
for sure.
Everything that touches the floor, if it's not in a bin, it's on top of metal.
Someone was like, "My bed got wet." I'm like,
Damn,
"Why is your
that
bed on the
sucks.
floor? Why is your bed on?" I think that's the more crazy shit. Why is your bed still on the floor?
Yeah, they got other things to worry about. They got other issues.
Hey man, some people live different lives.
If your bed is on the floor, you need to think about other
You know
things.
what I'm so scared of happening in my job? If like it's raining outside and I gotta use the bathroom and it floods while I'm using the
Oh
bathroom.
my god, no.
That would be.
What, does it come out the toilet?
It does. It rises from the toilet. That would be such a
That shit's
horrible
gonna turn into a.
experience.
That's gonna turn into a bidet. Bidet.
A slow one, a very
bidet?
very
A
slow
bidet?
one.
Bidet.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
Nah, that's too much of a bidet. Just the whole thing rising the whole. Nah, that's gross. That's like top 5 fear. Has to be. Taking a shit and it's flooding.
Oh my
no.
god, no.
Oh, that would be. Awful.
trying to get
yo,
back
have you
in.
ever like used a bathroom and like it didn't go down? It just kept rising and almost overflowed. Like
my
the
God.
the trauma you go
Yo, the
through.
panic, the pure just. Oh my god! It's like you flush it once and it rises, and then you're like, hold on, wait.
like, I could do it again.
And then you do it, and it just keeps going, and it's like, oh fuck, wait.
And it's just like when it goes all the way to the top and it just stops there, and you're just looking at it like, so now what?
Yeah, dude,
No,
just
what?
floating in circles.
Just swimming. Yo, why do we always end up talking about shit?
Yeah, people used to dead like flood toilets in like school.
Why?
Take-
On
What was the
purpose.
appeal to it?
I don't know.
With toilet paper and shit,
or
right?
wet the brown paper and throw it at the wall.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
They were, like just go play a sport. I would think. Like I don't.
What do you think they be doing now in school? Probably stupider shit because
Oh
they
my
just
God.
all got dumber.
iPads are there. We're good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That scares me.
What?
What the generations are doing.
I don't know, man.
Yo, I know this is like whatever, like it's in the topic, but it just came to my mind. This shit bothers me so much. I saw like a month ago a little kid on the top of the train while I was moving.
Oh,
that
what?
shit bugged me so
That's what I'm
much, bro.
saying.
But that shit has like, it's happened before. It died down, then it's like became a thing
Yeah,
again.
it's just I was never expecting to see it in person. Like I just thought I was always gonna avoid it, and I saw it was like 3 of them, bro.
I can't feel bad for you if you fall. I just can't.
No, so here's the thing. I actually know a kid who like died from that.
Damn.
Yeah, when I worked at Walgreens, it was like these group of like shithead kids that would always come in and steal like the portable chargers and whatever.
Yeah.
Like they were shithead kids, but like you would expect that from teenagers. So like they ended up like coming in one day trying to print like a poster, and then like obviously you work behind the counter, you see what they print.
Uh-huh.
And it was a picture of one of the kids, like one of the main kids who would always come in, like with like angel wings behind
I
him.
just hear him breathing on my.
But yeah, it was sad.
I'm low key allergic to your dog, you fuck.
Oh my god!
Darth Vader wildin'.
it was sad.
You're a dickhead. I'm about to be like,
There you go.
Yeah, it was.
But I don't know. Like, no, I'm not gonna say what I'm saying.
I don't know. I have sympathy.
please
for
don't, because
people.
I felt it. I felt the energy of what he was about to say.
I have sympathy for them. Like
Nice.
I am very empathetic. So it was like it sucked.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like,
Yeah,
what's
but like
what's
you
the
know
thrill
the
in
risk,
that?
right?
But like younger kids just like to do things for the thrill. I mean, like when we were younger, some of the kids would do thrills like going to an abandoned spot. Like that was their thrill. Something
but I
that
feel
wasn't
like
like
the
deadly.
stupid
that's-
things that we used to do were way safer than what people do now. Like a couple years ago, people were eating Tide Pods. Like we would never do some stupid ass shit like that.
Well, white people were doing that.
Whoa. No, take that back. It's all kinds of kids were doing that.
Kids.
Like, yeah, it was kids doing that stuff. Teenage, like preteen kids eating Tide Pods.
You know what I was gonna say? Like, I think I finally reached the age where I got to see things cycle over. As far when it came to like clothing, like baggy pants are a thing again.
Oh my god.
And it's like when I was younger, baggy. I remember like people always say like, "Oh, things from the past will always like recycle."
Yeah.
But like when we were younger, baggy pants was a shit. Baggy shirt, baggy pants, tying your pants in the shoelace. Then it became skinny jeans.
It's a style thing. Like some people just stick to a certain style. I know there's people who still dress like they have like their entire wardrobe is based off the 70s. And it looks cool. Like that stuff is pretty neat.
But it's like fitted.
Yeah.
I'm saying like early 2000s, that shit was like baggy. Like you getting a 3X when
Oh,
you
yeah.
a small.
3X and you 5'7", 160.
Yeah.
Wearing a 3X.
But like, it's crazy to see like baggy pants is like a thing, and like, which I'm fine with because I tried skinny jeans. I got made fun of many times.
All I used to wear was slim straight jeans. So now that I could just wear whatever, like it's cool.
And not get judged.
Yeah, it's cool.
They be like, if it's not baggy, it's not swaggy.
I just wear straights now. I can't.
You wear the same.
Yeah, literally, all my clothes look the same.
I mean, you were skinny jeans, Ernie, for a while.
Ew, I don't. When I had skinny legs,
That was your skater days.
Yeah, my skater days. Fucking. Oh,
Have you ever skated?
I tried.
What's try?
Like, had a skateboard, had friends who rode skateboards.
Ooh.
And like, I couldn't get past the riding stage. Like, I couldn't pause. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't ride a skateboard correctly, so I didn't really go much on after that. I would try to do tricks. Like, I know how to do the trick. I mean, I would be with Ernie sometimes with my skateboard.
Oh yeah, when we used to go to Oval Park,
Yeah.
hockey rink.
Yeah, exactly. I tried. Did you ever have a skater phase?
I did.
How was that?
It was cool. Like all my friends used to just skate. But it's crazy because out of my friends who used to skate, there's only one who still skates.
Oh, the guy in...
Yeah, Juan.
Yeah.
Everyone, it was a phase except for him. Like he still skates.
He's a
but
skater.
like I never
Monster me.
I never did anything crazy. Like the most I probably done was like a pop shove it type shit. That's it. Like that's just
I couldn't get out. I mean, to be fair, I was really big and I was still big trying to ride a skateboard and I couldn't do no ollie, no nothing.
Yeah.
I couldn't even ride Heelys correctly.
Oh. I don't remember riding Heelys that
I
much.
want a pair of Heelys.
I had fake Heelys. I never had the real
No, like I
ones.
want a pair of Heelys.
Like now?
Like yeah, right now.
That'd be fire.
They
Like
sell
yo,
somewhere.
imagine
They gotta sell
like,
somewhere.
They still sell Heelys.
They still sell them.
No,
like
I know,
adult
but
size
I
Heelys.
just don't know where. Because
Like,
I know when I
Heelys.com, bro.
Yeah.
They still exist.
Heelys.com still exists?
Yeah.
That's
I remember when
crazy.
they dropped the SpongeBob one. I like posted it on my Twitter and they liked it.
Yeah,
like
man.
Heelys.
Heelys still exists.
I was like,
I want a
why
pair.
wasn't
I
this?
could just be rolling around at work.
I remember like I was in school. I don't know if it was college or like high school, but there was somebody who had Heelys and they were just right through the hallway.
That's so funny. Because I know when I used to work in Journeys, we used to sell Heelys, but we only had kid Heelys. We never
Yeah.
had the adult ones.
I'm pretty sure they sell them adult size.
That's fire,
I would
though.
fucking hope so. I really want a pair.
You think you'd be able to do it properly?
It'd be cruising.
Yo, Heelys and just smoking.
That's wild.
It's over here
I
like
would
this
never
ain't
be
us.
able to have the coordination
That's
for that.
wild as fuck.
I would
You
never have
just
the
see him just
coordination.
cruising down
Just
the
like-
street, just
Hit a rock.
oh
No.
my god. When I used to skate, there was one time I was going down a hill. I swear the smallest pebble in the world
Oh my
stopped
God,
my
yeah.
whole skateboard. I think I flew at least 5 feet forward and scraped my
I think
whole
Justin,
arm.
knowing you and things with wheels shouldn't be together. You ever tell you how he broke his leg?
What? You broke your leg? What happened?
So
Traumatized. I just
so
brought it up.
what
yeah,
was-
thanks. Like I be forgetting that stage of my life exists until somebody else brings it up.
Oh my god.
There was a moment where you see how like when you were younger you would like chill with all your friends on the block type shit. We had went it was so funny because my mom had told me to not go up the block. And all my friends were up the block, so I wanted to go up the block like any other kid would. And usually when she told me to not go, I wouldn't go because I was a good child.
You were being rebellious.
That day, I decided to be a dummy and I went up the block. And one of my friend's cousins was coming down the bike. He was like bigger. I wasn't that big yet. When I was younger, before I broke my leg, I was like a skinny kid. And he was riding down the street and a car was coming. So I guess he got a little nervous and he came onto the sidewalk mad quick. And as soon as he came on, I saw him, but my friend was in front of me and he didn't see him. So I was just like, oh shit, he's gonna hit him. So I kind of like moved him out of the way a little bit. And as soon as I did, my leg was sticking out and the whole bike just crashed into my leg. And then like it's crazy because I didn't think this was a real thing. But as I'm falling on the floor, it's slow motion. I see the guy falling off the bike in the air and I just see myself going down too at the same time. And then I like hit my head on the floor and I blacked out for I don't know how long, probably a couple seconds. And then I woke up and I was like trying to get up and I couldn't get up. And I'm like, why the hell am I not being able to get up? I feel my body going, but something's not working.
Why am I stuck?
And then as soon as I got my like upper body up, I just looked at my leg And like I laughed for a second, like and then all the pain just rushed in immediately, and I was screaming, and then all my friends are like, "Oh my god, like what do I do?" And I'm like, "Get my mom, somebody get my mom." And yeah, and then they called the ambulance, and the ambulance took maybe like an hour and a half to get there. So I was on the floor with a broken leg for an hour and a half. The dude who broke my leg ran away because I guess he was just panicking and all this shit. My brothers came. My brothers was like, "Yo, where he's at?" I'm a bum bum bum, and da 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 da. My dad came like, "Yo, where he's at?" And I'm there like, "Can y'all focus on the dude with the broken leg on the floor? Like you beating him up isn't gonna change anything." And it was an accident. It wasn't on purpose, and it wasn't even supposed to be me who got hit, but.
Justin the Savior.
Not a fun time. I try, you know. It's a good heart. You can't put it away. It's always there.
Ernie, you ever like broke anything?
No, thank God.
You ever had like a bad injury though, like an ankle sprain that like got you messed up for a couple days?
Not really.
Because I know people like that they haven't got.
They never experienced pain in their life.
No, I mean I
wouldn't say all that.
I usually recover fast. That's all. Like whenever I would get hurt, I'd recover fast. That's all.
I think the only crazy thing that ever happened to me is my chin split open.
Yeah. I remember I flipped a bike. I landed on my fucking chest.
Fire.
I was winded for like 10 seconds, got up.
I mean, I had surgery, but that wasn't anything crazy. Not on my chin, but my knee. But yeah.
Damn.
Sorry,
talking about
boring.
Talking about winded, bro. There was one time where I was in DR and in my neighbor's house, they had like a little hammock in the back, and my brothers just decided that they were gonna swing me OD. And one of their swings, I felt like it was too far, and I'm like, "All right, guys, like." I'm okay. And they just kept going, and they swung me, and the whole hammock flipped over, and I just landed straight on my stomach. And I'm there like, and yo, it's like I'm trying to breathe so bad, and I can't, bro. And I'm there like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Like I can't. I was mad young though. I was like probably like 7 years old, and I was there like.
Yeah.
And they're all like, I think for me, I have such bad luck because whenever something happens to me and someone's around, they're like, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, yo, I would die. Like, I would die. If something really serious happens to me, I would die because apparently nobody knows what the hell to do whenever anyone gets hurt.
It's a horrifying experience.
Yeah, it sucked. And then, like, somebody, like, took the manguera, the hose, and they put water in my mouth. And I was there like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, great.
I already can't breathe, so now let me drown.
I mean, it helped, though. It helped. It definitely helped for sure. That was not a fun time, though. That shit hurt.
Jeez, dude. That's traumatic.
Nah, I got like a lot of scars on my legs, on my arms. I used to be a clumsy-ass kid when I was little. Not fun. But you grow out of that. So.
Do you?
I did.
Oh.
I used to not be able to walk from me to you and hold something and not drop it. I used to drop everything. They would be like, oh, can you pass me this? And then they would like remember that it's me. And they're like, no, I got it. And they'll just take it over there. Because I used to drop everything. It was horrible. And if it wasn't me dropping something, I would drop myself. I'd just fall on the floor and just bust my ass.
Yeah, that's something I want to bring up. But I think Ernie already knows about it. But Justin doesn't like the conversation.
If it's not a good conversation, don't have it.
It's that James doesn't like me. Like I realized that like there's certain moments that James just decides that he doesn't want to be my friend.
He likes to bully people.
I like to bully people.
Yeah.
Why? How?
Because you like to pick on people emotionally.
Go ahead, James. I'm strong.
I can tell you push somebody enough to.
All right, hold on. You see, this moment doesn't bother me as much. That's just because, like, there was a warning first. Like, and that was just straight instinct.
All right, so let's start this off by... Ernie, do you ever condone, like, violence against a woman?
Yo, hold on. Hold on. That's a very wild way to start off a conversation. Relax.
Ernie's so lost.
Relax. I am not an abuser. I'm not.
Abuser of hookah, maybe.
Not anymore. But yeah, do you ever condone violence on women?
I don't think it's a good thing. No.
Even like a friendly way.
Define friendly.
It wasn't friendly though. When I did it, I did not
I'm
laugh.
trying to help your ass out.
No, it's okay. I want a fair review of what happened.
Okay.
Just give me
So let's hear your side of the story.
legitimate
also,
opinion.
this was high school as well.
This was high school. We were in a class, and there was a girl that honestly I wasn't even that friendly with. So I don't know how.
She was just there.
Yeah, I don't even know how this got to what it was in that scenario. But basically, I think I was sitting in the desk and she was sitting on top of the desk, and we would all just talk in this class normally. And for some reason, she just decided to like test me. And I don't know what was going on, but I remember she had put her hand in my face. And I was just there like, can you get your hand out of my face? And like she took it as a joke. And then I'm pretty sure I told her again, like, nah, you're like, for real, like, can you get your finger out of my face? And she didn't. And she just decided in that moment to like touch my face. So instinctively, without trying, I don't abuse women at all. I'm very thoughtful towards women. My body just kind of said, get off. So she had flown off from the top of the desk into, there was unfortunately another desk in front of her. So she kind of like, dink.
A very petite woman. Girl.
A very petite girl, yeah. And then, you know, you just heard dink and everybody just...
And she got up again and tried to hit him.
And she got up again and she hit me. And I'm there like, whoa, hold on. Like, yo, my bad. Like, I didn't mean to do that. That just happened. But don't make it worse. I just want your assessment of the situation. Because I warned her twice. Like, the
Do you ever
first
think
time...
like maybe she liked you?
But I never talked to her. Like,
That don't mean anything.
Yeah, but like, come on. Like, why out of nowhere this one day you just decided that you're just going to do the most? Like...
Why not? Well, yeah, Ernie, how do you feel about it?
I didn't push her that hard.
She flew.
She's just a very small girl. like I'm talking about like she was probably barely hitting 5 feet.
Okay, but like
100 pounds type shit.
I will say this. She did have it coming, but
I didn't mean to.
No. Even if you didn't mean
I
to.
didn't mean to. I know I was wrong.
Okay. But like you should know your strength.
Well,
and you should know their stature.
The problem is I knew my strength. I just didn't know that I had that in me to do that.
It was a reaction.
It was just a straight impulse reaction. I usually think about everything before I do it. But in that moment...
No thought.
Okay, so then at that point...
I didn't think about doing it before I did it.
It's not premeditated.
I can't make this sound.
It was just a straight
It was wrong.
I know it was wrong.
It was wrong.
I'm just saying, like,
it was wrong.
Like, in that moment, was I a bad person?
Yeah.
Yo, mind you, we're all like in a group, right? As soon as that, everybody moved away.
Yeah. I don't know. I see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from.
Honestly, to this day, I still don't feel like I was a bad person in that moment.
She
I know
deserved
what I
it.
did was wrong, but I didn't feel that bad for it. Because I don't know what you thought you could just touch me in my face for. But
yeah, I can't.
That's in the past.
I can't speak from experience.
I haven't pushed anyone since.
I don't think I've ever had anyone put their hands in my face, thankfully.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah. But
thanks, James.
You're welcome, man.
I mean, you're not a bad person. If nobody got hurt,
nah, she was fine. Like she got up after.
If nobody got hurt, then it can pass.
It was one of those scenarios where it probably sounded more bad than it actually was.
So if nobody got hurt, it can pass as a justified
yeah, she got up and wanted to
reaction.
hit me again. So.
I think we had like a sub that day.
Yeah, we did. Which was
he was definitely like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna quit.
Like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks right now.
He was already like typing his resignation letter.
He's like, yep.
I'm gonna sign it.
As soon as I did that, he said, "Think."
that was my last straw.
Oh man.
But I'm not like I was never like that. But that it's just so weird to me because like I didn't even speak to this girl, so I don't know what was going on that day.
She had a crush on you. I'm jacking that.
You know what's crazy, dude?
Not after that moment.
I cannot recall high school as well as that.
I mean, you hated
Well, this
it.
was senior year.
Oh God, yeah, no, I don't remember senior year.
You graduated from
what?
Every time I say something about you, I dox you. I was gonna ask where you graduated from, but I don't want you to be like, "Oh, doxed."
What year did you graduate? This hurt him.
Did we end up graduating the same year? No.
I graduated a year before you.
Okay, so you didn't get
2015.
left back at all?
No.
I'm just asking.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
I was supposed to graduate early,
Yeah,
but
that's what everybody says.
no. Okay, can you actually listen? I had gotten a new counselor in my senior year of high school, and she didn't know how to read the transcript. And I told her I didn't want an advanced Regents diploma, and I had taken everything and gotten all the basics, but she made me retake my global history. But I had the extra credits for it. It was just in my electives. And I told her, it's in the electives. It counts. Like, that's literally. And even at that, I still had my minimum requirements for my history credits. So, like, I should have graduated a year earlier. But she didn't let me because she was like, no, you still need global history.
Yeah,
I passed the Regents exam. I passed the Regents exam in my junior year. And by then, that was actually the last one I needed that was for, like, the basic Regents diploma.
That's not true because senior year you take global history. That you need a Regents for.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
I
you say
took that
it's-
in junior year.
We didn't take global history in senior year.
Our first class was a class we need to pass. A class that was me, you, Matt.
But that wasn't a Regents class.
It wasn't.
For the advanced Regents
Because
diploma.
I had taken global history before I got to high school, so I didn't take it again. I think that was just U.S. history.
That was U.S. history.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, they made me take global again.
I was tight because I wanted to get an advanced Regents diploma, and they told me I didn't need trig.
Yeah,
I did
care
I did
for it.
everything else, and since they told me I didn't need to do trig, I didn't do trig.
I didn't
even
care
passed
for it.
my Italian Regents.
Yeah, dude. I didn't care for it. So
It was just for that stamp.
yeah. And then I was in high school for a whole year, longer than I wanted to be. So I fucked up that last year. That's why I gave up though, because I was like, why am I here, dog? For one credit that I already have.
Yeah, why are you gonna quit?
I had the credit. She just didn't know what she was doing. Like literally, it was her first year in the job.
I
Yeah.
feel you. I was gonna say, I got my associates in college early, but we don't gotta brag.
I mean, hey, if
what's
I would have
college?
graduated early, I probably would have went to college.
What's
not gonna
college?
lie. Yeah,
College is a place that takes money.
A scam.
a scam. It's a pyramid scheme.
I mean, it depends on what you go for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that answered that question.
I always say I wish I could do college over. I mean, I still
What would
can.
you do differently?
A different major, for sure.
What do you think you would do?
Psychology. I enjoyed it when I had a psychology class. I had a basic intro to psychology. It was cool. I like it.
That's probably what I would have done if I went to college too.
Yeah. I went in with like film and photo. The fuck that gonna do for me?
What? That's cool.
Did you learn anything
No.
like at all?
They didn't teach
But
me
now you're
anything
the
I didn't
master
know.
of the camera.
That's why
I
I, asked
knew
you.
how
You're
to-
telling me you didn't learn
I know you
anything
already
from
know.
school?
I know how to use a camera before I went to college. They teach you basic things in college on how to use a camera.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how to do all that already.
Oh,
I was shooting video in high school.
yeah, sure.
Is that I also had films, but the thing is like I do a lot of filming and like I know a lot about a camera, but I can't name a director or like a film or nothing like that. That's not
Because that's not your passion. Movies isn't your passion.
Because I was doing my major is film studies, and you're supposed to like know directors and shit. Like people will be in that class like, yeah, that's this and this director. I don't know names like that. I don't even know actors like that.
Yeah,
I don't care for people's names.
I should have done that.
Maybe,
Nah.
but a major don't do nothing for you.
Yeah, no, I kind of want to get into journalism, but I don't want to go to school. Yeah.
You can't lose weight if you don't put down the soda.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, I had something I wanted to ask that I had a few topics I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard about like the no contact thing that it's become like a big thing now? Like people take a break and they do no contact. So like they don't talk to each other, they just separate and then they end up coming back. So some people
Like
do
if
like
they're already in a relationship.
yeah, and then they take like a break, but they'd be like a no contact break. So they won't. Some people might hold it out for like years. They might do like a 2-year, 3-year no contact, and then they come back together and they be like, it made us so strong, stronger than ever.
If I have no contact with you for a year, we broke up.
Yeah.
And you fucking.
Yeah, we broke up.
Yeah.
That's not. We didn't take a break. We broke up.
That's basically it, yeah.
You know,
Like maybe if you said like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sure.
I was gonna ask, would you
Debatable.
ever do it?
No, I can't.
Do y'all feel like it would help anything?
The reason why I can't is because if there's some reason why we're not getting along, there's probably a plausible way to fix it or something that needs to be communicated. And if there's a level of communication and it's not being fixed, then we're probably not meant for each other.
Oh, so you don't believe in breaks?
It's not that I don't believe in breaks, because I believe in space. Space is cool, but it's just like, if I'm gonna not be with you for 4 months, what is that really helping me? Because
Isn't
if
that
we get
space,
back
though?
together in 4 months, who's to say that we're not gonna be in the same spot that we weren't in 4 months ago?
Well, that's kind of the point. Is that you're not in the same spot. No,
But what's gonna determine that that's gonna change? Just because we didn't.
you guys getting back together and figuring it out.
But that's what I'm saying. We could have did that.
Because a lot of people
in the
do.
moment.
A lot of
Some
people
people
like.
just need like the space.
But to me, space is not 4 months of us not being together. That's not space to me.
But within that time, you also like grow as a person, or you understand what that person not being there with you, like how you have to start acting and have to start moving, and maybe that would just make you a better person to then be together again. I would think that's like an idea.
I mean, I'm sure that it works for certain people. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm so heavy on communication that, like, if you need space, I can give you space. If you need time, I can give you time.
Yeah.
If you decide that you don't want to be with me, not because you don't want to be with me, but maybe because, like, you just need to see something different for a while, like, that's cool. But it's maybe the time length that I'm kind of like.
So you more like a week break type of guy.
Yeah, I think for me to take a break, it gotta be like 3 weeks max. And then there also has to be like, what does this break consist of? Because I'm not gonna take a break wanting to go talk to somebody else and this, that, whatever. But like, if you finna do that, then I don't really want to take a break with you. If you want to go somewhere else, then just go somewhere else.
But some people don't necessarily need the break because they want to talk to other people. They just need the break.
But that's what I'm saying. So I need to know, what does this break
Well, what does it matter to
consist
you?
of? What do you mean? What does it matter to
Like,
me?
like in the sense of like,
I'm sorry, that made
no,
What does that mean?
no. I know that
Like a
came
little
off. I know that came off
trauma.
aggressive. I know that came off aggressive. So I'm trying to find a different way to say it. Like, if it's a break, then what should it matter what the break consists of?
Because I feel like there's still a certain amount of respect.
There should be rules to a break.
There's a certain amount of respect within this break still. Like, I'm not going to be on a break with you today and tomorrow I've had sex 7 different times already.
But what's the likelihood of that happening, really?
But a
It
break
depends on the person,
a
really.
a
do
break within
you-
the relationship is not like a break up. Like we're not together. We're just separating some time away from one another.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying, like, what makes you think that, like, just a break is going to signify that they're doing things with other people?
It's not that it will. It's just that I would like for it to be confirmed. Like, that is your intention. Your intention is not to be separated from me so that you could go anywhere else and do anything at any point and not feel anything about it. Because I know that if I was to take a break and I was going to go hook up with somebody and I got back with the person like 3 weeks later, I would probably feel some sort of guilt inside. So,
Like people will be like, "We're on a break, but don't text me, don't call me," and that's pretty much it. It's not like, "Oh, I'm single."
yeah, I'm not assuming that you're just going to go out and do all this crazy ass shit. It's just, I just want to know, what is this break for and what does this break consist of?
Okay.
Ernie don't agree.
No, it's not that. It's just, it's answered my question.
Get that mic closer to you.
It answered my question.
Another thing I did want to like just pick your brains about. Could you deal with someone who has similar trauma to you?
Isn't that trauma bonding?
Oof.
No, but like, say you go into a relationship. I mean, I don't think you would bond. That kind of be hard to be in a relationship with somebody who has the same issues as you do.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah, well, I guess no, but bonding is connecting.
Yeah, but that's a thing. You trauma bonding is a bad thing.
That's like a fine line, because it's like, I've been with people who have been through some of the same sort of things that I've been through, and it's kind of like, to me, maybe it's how you deal with that trauma instead of what you necessarily went through. Because I've been through the same thing as the next person, but we might deal with it in 2 completely different ways. Like,
Yeah.
I might go through something with my family, and then if something happens to me, like, I might want like a day of distance. Like, that's just my normal way of coping with it. But you might go through the same thing, and like, you're a person who like attacks now because you got triggered into this moment.
Yeah.
And when I get triggered, I might take some space, but you get triggered and you're like rah, 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 rah. So it's like, it's just maybe depending on how you deal with your trauma more than what the trauma actually is.
Justin over
Makes
here
sense.
saying I love communication, but then he's the guy that needs space.
No,
No,
because
you don't see what he's saying.
Hey, hold on. To me, space is a valuable part of communication because to me, there's two people. There's I don't want to talk to you right now because I'm mad at you and I just don't want nothing to do with you. And then there's I don't want to talk to you right now because I'd rather have my thoughts clear and tell you exactly what I'm feeling instead of just spouting out some bullshit. So, and then if I don't want to talk to you, I'm just not going to talk to you for the rest of the day. But I'm going to let you know that I'm not going to talk to you for the day. Don't call me, don't text me, don't this, don't that.
Yeah.
I will speak to you tomorrow. And I promise that when I speak to you tomorrow, we will have a regular conversation about this. I just know that if I continue to talk to you today, I'm going to speak to you in a bad mood because I'm in a bad mood. And I don't want to do that because I don't want it to get to a level where it doesn't need to go. So I just need that space away from you. And if you understand that, that's fine. If you don't, you're going to get a certain limit until you understand that before I just go, I'm taking a day. Goodbye.
I'm scared of this man already.
Don't be. The problem,
Pushing girls off desks, giving people a communication limit. Like,
Don't
my.
fuck with breaks.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
I'm scared.
I have dealt.
He's aggressive.
Have you ever thought
not
about being like a
aggressive.
drill sergeant?
I'm
by
not
any
aggressive.
chance?
Don't put that on me. I'm not aggressive at all. The
gotta-
problem is I have dealt with a lot of times in my life where people take my kindness, my generosity for granted.
But isn't that the human like spectacle? Like that's why
Which
we
is
do it.
fine because I'm not being this way to get something out of you. This is just naturally how I am.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna accept it, cool. But don't make it seem like it's nothing. Like this is something. I like me wanting to talk to you when something is wrong because I know it's bothering you. Not everybody's gonna do that. You're gonna have people who are just gonna be like, all right, deal with your
Facts.
and just go over
Fuck
there
outta
and
here.
whatever. But I want to make sure you're okay. Not even just so you could talk to me and we could be fine. It's just, are you okay for me to give you this space right now?
Yeah.
Not just, are you okay because
And you feel
I just
so
want to be
lost.
straight with you.
No, it's just I guess I don't really have these conversations. It kind of just
I didn't
I don't know.
been-
He's just-
Goes radio silent, and
he
then
just
I'm
don't
just
re-
like, oh okay.
You don't respond back?
No, like literally, it's just I don't know. The conversation goes dry, and that's it. I
Yeah,
get left on red.
I done been messed over
put two and two together.
many times for me to not know how I would like to handle certain situations. And the other thing is too, like, I feel like I'm very understanding. So if I know you're some type of way, or if you tell me you're some type of way, I'm going to allow you to be that way. But at some point, you're going to have to meet me in the middle. Because I'm not always going to do exactly what I want to do whenever I'm pissed off.
Y'all don't meet. Y'all haven't met good women.
I'm just a very no. I'm a very responsive.
I've met
person.
good women that just have been through a lot, so they don't know how to
God.
act. And the problem is,
Chapstick again.
I've noticed that for a lot of women, I am their first like really good guy in their life. That's
you
like
best friend.
to me. That's the worst thing. That's the worst fucking experience in the world.
Yeah,
is
I'm
to
the
be
opposite.
a girl,
They hate you.
Yeah.
girl who's been through mad shit, and to be her first good guy because most of the time they don't know how to handle it.
Justin just here like I just want to fuck. I'm not really here for your story.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that. The problem is they're just so used to being some kind of way with their old partners that they try to bring it here. And then they see you trying to like sit and talk about it and they're like, why are you not letting me yell at you right
See,
now?
but look, you're going after the same woman if that's the thing.
Well, that's what I attract. So that's what the issue is. That's what comes to me. It's
Daddy
just
issue girls.
it's women who need help. And I am very helpful, so I cannot help myself.
It's okay.
I guess my last question that I have within my Rolodex, and then I can pass it on to somebody else. What is your feelings on just like the term of masculinity? Like, what do you think can take away or lower your masculinity?
Well, I feel like it's different now.
masculinity.
Masculinity.
I feel
Because
like
some people feel like paint the nails or paint the toenails is like you're not masculine if you do that, or
So it's It's a style thing. Masculine and feminine at this point is to me a style thing. And that's my personal opinion. You can thrash me about it as much as you want.
I'm interested in that viewpoint.
It's like how you choose to dress. You can dress masculine or you can dress feminine. Like, it's really a choice.
But wouldn't like somebody be like, "Oh, this guy goes to the gym. He's masculine. He's a masculine guy."
That's if he portrays himself as masculine. Like, you can be fully decked out in muscles and want to wear pink and have long hair. I'd say that's feminine.
My thing is like, it's so weird because like the viewpoint that my father was and masculinity is way different than what I think it is now. Like, my dad would never talk about his emotions, always wanted to just work all the time, and then just straight, tough all the time, no emotion. I'm gonna do what I gotta do at all times, and that's it. Like, that is my extent as a father. And it's like, now maybe it's because I have a kid, like, I'm not like that.
Yeah, I feel like masculinity now is being able to be comfortable in your feelings and being able to express yourself, not like hiding how you feel.
Yeah, I feel like it's very masculine now to be able to talk about what you're feeling, as opposed to before when my dad was growing up. He was like, you don't cry, you don't talk about this, you don't talk about that, and you just do what you got to do every day. And I'm like, well, the only thing that stuck with me is you got to do what you got to do every day, because I cry, I talk about shit and everything. So it's like, it's just very different now. Like, I feel like it's masculine to be open now. Like, I think you take your masculinity a little bit away if you're not open.
Yeah.
Because why do you not want to talk about how you feel? Then you just want to hide it all in all the time. I don't feel like that's masculine.
I was going to ask you this, Ernie, because I know you always talk about like your dad not being there. Where do you think you got your viewpoints, I guess, of masculinity, or like learned about that? Because usually that would come for like your father or a father figure.
So, like, again, the way I think about it is like,
You always thought of it that way?
yeah, it's a style thing, because like, you can dress masculine or dress feminine. Like, that isn't defined by your human emotions, if that makes sense. Like, being able to speak about your feelings and being able to cry isn't considered feminine or masculine. That's considered human, because like everybody does it. But if you choose to make it something that's masculine or feminine, then you associate it with how it makes you look. And if you don't want to look feminine because you think crying makes you feminine, then you're not going to cry.
But then you don't think that's just like a natural like outlook for like people? Because I know
But
people
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
would-
Like, it's human to cry.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it is human, and that should be the normal response. But
Yeah.
a lot of people tag one thing with masculinity, and the other
I'm
one
also a
with
very
femininity.
different kind of thinker. Like, I'm very like, okay, this is like literally what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I am not like a normal person.
Because my thing is like,
Yeah, no, like I have a different way that I think about things, and I know my opinion is different than a lot of people. So it's
Yeah.
like the way I view things is it's completely different from the way others view things, and I understand that.
because
But
like,
I
how does
can
that work when
see
people are
it.
like, "Oh, I can give a guy a compliment. I'm comfortable with my masculinity."
I don't understand what that means. Like, you're comfortable with your masculinity, and at that point, you're objectifying it to how it makes you look.
It's just, I just think for a lot of people, it's like what I said. Like, they grew up one way, and they're just, as they grow up, they realize that what they think is not what they were told when they were younger.
So I guess in your term, if somebody's flamboyant, are they feminine?
If they choose to,
So it's only
portray
how they
that-
dress.
Yeah, it's how they choose to portray themselves.
I never heard it in that way. Like, it's only how you
me
dress.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been more about like,
how.
the top is like how you act.
So that's like
How you carry
See,
yourself.
if you make it an ego thing, that's when it becomes what you're making it seem. But to me, it's a style thing. It's just how you choose to portray yourself.
Because somebody who paints their nails may not, because that would be considered a style thing.
Exactly.
But somebody who paints their nails doesn't mean they're feminine.
No, it's just whatever they're choosing to portray.
But
what
also
is
if
your
somebody-
viewpoint
if somebody-
paints their nails, does that make them automatically feminine?
No.
But then how does that work with clothes? Because guys use skirts as like a dress. And it's-
Style. Like, clothes are just clothes, dude.
but you said that's what defines your masculinity and
Whatever they choose to portray. Like,
So if they're wearing a skirt, but they're saying they
masculinity
feel very
and
masculine,
femininity is just what people choose to portray of themselves. It's just an ego thing. It's not like it's a stylistic ego. That I don't know like how to explain it.
Because you were saying it's off of how they dress and how
it's how they want to show themselves to people. Like if they choose, like if they think, oh hey, nail polish, feminine, then that okay, it's a little feminine.
Should we see the actual term of masculinity?
So
and
if
femininity?
somebody thinks nail polish and they think masculine, then they're just masculine.
No, because it's just nail polish. It's just style. It's just what you're choosing to wear. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like I'm like you're here and I'm like here. I'm like here. You're right here and I'm right here. I'm like trying to understand, but I'm not understanding.
Maybe I'm just not getting it.
So it says this is Andrews.edu. I don't know what the hell this is.
Okay.
But it says what defines masculinity and femininity. I have a lisp. It's not gonna work for me. Masculinity is seen to be the trait which emphasizes ambition, acquisition of wealth, and differ. Yo, Aaron, you want to read?
Yeah.
That was hard.
This fucking guy. Wait, what am I reading?
I'm a rapper.
What am I reading?
They would think you might know how to read.
There's a thing that says what's the difference between masculinity and
Probably that right there.
This?
Yeah.
something.edu.
Okay, I see it. Masculinity is seen to be the trait which emphasizes ambition, acquisition of wealth, and differentiated gender roles. Femininity is seen to be the trait which stresses with... Wait, what? Is seen to be the trait which stress caring and nurturing behaviors, sexuality, equality, environmental
that doesn't make
awareness,
sense.
and more fluid gender roles. Yeah, that doesn't...
To me, that doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, no, that...
It said
What?
masculine, tough guy, breadwinner.
Yeah, and feminine,
Femininity,
take care of the family.
you take care of family, emotion. That's not. I mean, but that's
See, but
what
that's-
it was.
that's
what
what
it was
the common
before.
brain
That's what it
thinks.
was.
That's what it was
Yes.
before.
That's what the common brain thinks, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think differently. I think that it's just a stylistic choice. Like, however you choose to portray your style is what is masculine and feminine.
What's in the middle of it?
Androgynous or non-gender conforming, is it? I don't know nowadays.
That's
I
a lot-
don't know.
that's a
I
lot
don't
of
know
words.
these terms.
Yeah,
I don't know these terms.
Somebody
It's
educate
just
me.
if you're like a part of something and I don't understand, I go, "How do you want me to act towards you?" And that's it. Like from there,
Yeah.
I got it.
You ever misgender somebody, Justin? Putting you right on the spot
Have
right
I
now.
ever misgendered somebody?
I have.
Like accidentally.
Yeah.
Like there was someone that I worked with when I was working in the mall and they portrayed as he, but sometimes, and I got it. For the most part, I would call them he, but sometimes I would just be in a conversation and I would need to tell this person something and it just might slip out and I go she, and I'm like, oh, my bad. And they're like, no, it's cool. Like, I get it.
They were cool about it.
But I know there's people that don't get, because I've heard people that go, I'm he, I'm she, and I'm like, I'm sorry. It wasn't me, but I'm
I was
like,
gonna be like, is it fucked up? They're one of the cool ones.
It really does depend on the person and how they come across
you
it.
can't say that.
Because I definitely slipped up by mistake, and like I was pressed about it, but not in a hard way.
Is that a hate speech? Is that considered like not hate speech? What is the term?
Not necessarily. It's like saying their name wrong.
Because wasn't there a time when they felt like if you misgendered them, that it's considered as a hate crime?
I think that would be considered extremist.
I think it was like that.
I think that was extremist
to an extent of that. But it's like at the same time, it's just like you have like changed what's been the normality of me growing up, like how to view you as a person.
Yeah.
So it's like if I slip up here and there, like I don't really feel like you could blame me for that. Because
Now, if you do
this
it purposely, that's different.
Yeah, if you do it on purpose, that's a whole completely different scenario.
Yeah.
But if I grew up my whole life knowing the girls in my class were she's and the boys in my class were he's, like if I slip up, like I'm sorry. I really don't mean to offend
Yeah.
you, but it's just that's
It's 2024, Justin. Get with it.
Sorry.
cattle
Get
in a
left
barn.
behind.
Like I just know one way, so now I gotta conform to knowing a different way.
We're
But
still learning.
I wouldn't do it a lot. It's just, and they would be like, haha, and I'm like, my bad. I'm sorry.
We're still learning. Learning's part of the process.
And then I said, oh, you know what's easier? I'm just gonna call this person by their name
Yes.
every single
Yes.
time, so
Yes.
I will never ever mess up again. And they were just their name for the rest of my time knowing that.
you know,
Because it's
what's the-
just
you know what's-
so natural.
Do you know
sometimes.
what's
It
the
just slips
funniest
out of your
part?
tongue.
What?
He was referring to him as she. when he said that.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
Got him.
You see what I'm
Got him.
You see what I'm saying?
It's
I'm
lips.
sure
No,
I've
it's
said
lips.
he and she for the same person, and they define as he. Well, I think they defined as they, but like if
Even
it
better,
was
that makes it
one, they
easy.
would prefer he. So I was like,
We're learning.
Should
We're
turn into a
learning.
math equation.
Jay.
We're learning.
Jay, cool. Jay, do
We're
this,
learning.
please.
It's okay. You got to learn
Yeah,
from
I
your
never,
mistakes.
I never got to mention this on the last pod, but I don't know when it was. Earlier this year, in February, I went to a gay club.
Nice. How was it?
It was pretty fun. It was lit.
I was about to say so crazy.
Nah, say it, Justin. Say it. Say it, Justin. Say it, Justin. We're waiting.
No, I'm good.
No, it's a Sour Takes podcast. It's okay.
It wasn't even that crazy.
So
Like,
say it.
I was gonna say, like, yo, a nigga try to dance with you? A nigga try to feel up on you?
Nah, bro, I was good.
They saw your
good?
cheeks and they were like,
They're like, damn, that nigga a little thick.
This is sexual harassment in the workplace.
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
We're
It
complimenting you.
Or friends.
I'm comfortable with my masculinity enough to comment,
it's not a
compliment
it's
my
not a-
boy.
It's not a compliment that I enjoy.
We're like brothers.
You're talking about my body.
We're brothers. It's not the same.
You don't like me complimenting you?
Whiskey sours are fire in there, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. What's bussin'?
Whiskey sours are fire in the
Don't know what that is.
Did it make you feel a
a
little,
drink.
a little gay?
Nah, got me lit though.
That's good enough.
But yeah, it was dope. It was a fun
That's
time.
cool. I don't really go out like that.
You should.
No.
You need to stop being
Shut
home.
it down.
Like, go live a life.
Nah.
Why?
'Cause
You're
I don't
wasting
want
your
to.
life.
No, I'm not. You know what I can do at home? I
You know what you can do
draw, I
outside?
can read, I can play video games.
You can do all of that and still
Yeah.
enjoy your life
I can.
by going outside.
Do you
I
just
do
not like human interaction?
No, I read when I go. Usually on Sunday mornings, I go to the water and I'll just sit there, roll my windows down a little bit, read my book. Like I'm not always home.
From
doing
1
this
to
stuff.
10, how much do you like human interaction?
Like a 7.
Bullshit.
2 is crazy.
No.
Bullshit.
That's
2
why
to
I work a
7 is
service
crazy
job.
range.
That's why I work a service job. I actually do.
But that's why he
enjoy
don't like going
human
to the gym because he
interaction.
don't like people.
Well,
I don't like going to the gym.
I have
either,
to
and I love
mentally
people.
prepare myself for my 8-hour shift. So that's why I have to like lock in. Like that's why I
You
enjoy
can't say
it,
that.
'cause it's like
I
part of my
love
job.
people, and I don't like going to the gym. But that's because it's the gym.
No, I don't like
feel
going.
Like
I don't like
belong
going
there.
to the
Makes
gym
no
because
sense.
I don't. I would rather people not look at me.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
thinking
get
about
it.
all that.
I don't
I just feel like
understand.
I don't belong there because I don't know what I'm doing and all this stuff. So I'm like,
You did a workout. Lift up some weight.
Yeah, but like I can do that at home.
do you?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. A lot of people say they can, and they'll do like 2 seconds worth of work, and then
No, like
Go
I
sit
get down. I get down.
down and dirty.
I try to. I try and make the most of
Diggity.
it. How much time are we on?
52 minutes.
Oh, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've just been asking questions. It's just not an
Yeah.
interview. I can go.
Do you have any questions?
long pods. The thing that I was talking to you about earlier that I wanted to wait until
Okay.
the pod. I don't know if you guys are comfortable with this.
Okay.
I feel like you might be more. You maybe not. But that's not. It's just a
we'll see.
small
We'll see.
assumption.
We'll see.
What is your viewpoint on sex toys?
You wanna go first?
Why y'all both got nervous? y'all
Just
both
looked-
said
he looked at me and I looked at him.
In what context?
no. Just your view of them. Like, would you use them? Do you have a desire to use them?
Yeah, dog. I kind of want to buy a fleshlight, especially the Janice Griffith one. Oh my god. I kind of want. I definitely want to buy it.
34.
Yo, I definitely want to buy it. Like for real, dude. Like, I mean, I don't see the problem with it.
I'm
Especially,
not saying only by yourself either. Like, this could be like with your partner or whatever. Just
oh, he trying to get pegged.
I'm not you, Ernie.
I feel like I'm fine with it. I just wouldn't want to get anything from my partner that would go inside.
For
Yeah,
you.
So then, how
No,
would
for
that?
them.
both.
For the yeah.
Wait, what?
He just doesn't want any insertion. Anything else that's not
From
insertion.
them to you, or you to them?
both.
Both.
Like, why not a DP kind of situation?
What? Oh,
What if one day it's requested?
That's a bit extreme, brother.
What if it's
Hold on, what I did
requested
was
one day?
He requested it with the wrong nigga.
No, but like you do that with a toy.
Nah, bro. There's a lot of work to just do it one time.
Yo, did you see what I did?
So I started doing. Nah, but like
That was crazy.
Any toys that has to do with like any type of insertion, no, I'm good off that. But like other things, it's cool.
I don't know. I'm open to
Have
it.
you guys used anything?
Personally, yeah.
What have you used personally?
That doesn't matter.
No, because that's what I. Well, it does matter because that's the point of the conversation. That's what I wanted to bring up.
No.
I have. I don't mind sharing.
All right, Justin, you can share.
I have 2 vibrators in my house.
Oh, you keep them on you.
I keep it tucked.
So he goes.
I keep it tucked. It's on me. Not right now, but it's on me.
You keep them charged just in case.
There was just one day where me and my partner, we just had decided that we were going to go to one of those stores and just take a browse around.
And you know Shorty who worked there too.
She didn't work at that one though, surprisingly. Thank God, because I did not want whatever, regardless. Yeah, we just had decided that we were going to go to that store, and if we saw anything that we liked or we thought was cool, we were going to get. We left with 1 bag of stuff, no, 2 bags of stuff, but that's because, whatever, boxes and shit, cool. Because this is the point where I want to bring it up. My experience in that before it happened, I think I had to do a little hurdle of, self-security. Is this gonna make me feel like we need this now? Every time. So I think I had to get over that feeling how do I really want to do this? Because I don't want this to be a dependent thing, because maybe if it becomes a dependent thing, then I might feel less of myself. Even though that wasn't the case generally already, that's fine. Even though that wasn't the case generally before it started, I don't know. There was just a lot of shit in my head.
I do feel like
I've never gone down that lane at all.
I do feel like when it comes to sex toys, it shouldn't be something that you don't feel like doing anymore, so you got it. It should only be to intensify or to make something a little bit more extreme.
Which was the point of us going to that store. Going inside one of those stores is one of the craziest just eye viewing.
I'm vanilla as shit.
Ever gonna see. You're just gonna walk in and you're just gonna see shit. And then they had a basement, and I went down in the basement for 2 seconds and I came right back up. I said, I do not need anything that's down here. I will continue to browse.
You got to let me know where this place is.
I got you.
I think for a man to be very open and curious, you have to be open to doing everything.
Well, I was open, but I'm not open to doing everything.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't mind what's getting touched or whatever's happening to you, then you can be more open to a lot of these things. But I feel like until then, you're pretty vanilla. I don't know. I'm just.
I don't know. I don't feel the same as what you're saying.
If you're not putting shit in your ass as a man, I feel like everything else would be for the woman.
Well, most of the stuff was for the woman, but one of the things was not. So
I got nipple clamps.
Relax. Relax. I am not a fan of pain. That's not for me.
So what'd you get for yourself?
What is that for you? Yeah, I'm interested.
Can I get there?
Oh, he got the vibrating rings.
I did. I definitely did.
Nice.
There is a ring that vibrates, and I'm telling you. Anyway, let me just speak about the store before I get there. So yeah, you go to the store, you get this, that, whatever. People there, very nice, very helpful, very respectful. They better be. They're not too over, but they're hey, if you're looking at this, you might like this too. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me go see what's over there, type shit. But yeah, and then went home that same day.
Nigga used all his toys.
Nah, I didn't use all of them. It was a couple of them, not all of them. So there is a ring that goes around a man's genitals, and
we've gotten this far as a podcast. This is episode 30, y'all.
I guess we made it here.
If y'all do not want to listen, skip forward 5 minutes.
This is the warning.
So yeah, there's a ring that goes around you, and it's a little tight.
Sex 30 talk. I'm sorry. It's just the name of the pod.
It's a little tight. So, you got to open it a little bit and insert. The sensation from that ring.
Sensational.
Has to be one of the most ridiculous feelings I have ever felt in my entire life.
Interesting.
The feeling of penetration plus vibration is ridiculous. And the ring had a little thing on the top. So if you go all the way, the thing is just there.
So
on her.
my 5 minutes would turn into like 1, basically.
That's how it felt like. But surprisingly, it made me last longer.
You ever
I
use
don't-
something like that, Ernie?
I don't know how. I don't know if it was just because there was just so much going on
Yeah.
that I couldn't really focus on like the natural that I would normally focus on. But looked like I took Viagra. Lasted longer than I was at that point. And just a great feeling for the both.
Just give me a fruit.
I know what we're gonna do now.
Give me
I know what we're gonna do now. We're gonna review sex toys.
So
Don't worry, guys. We'll get
Basically,
back
my
to you.
point in saying this was wanted to know where y'all stand on it. But if you guys are out there and are consider, make the decision.
I'm already considering.
Because
You've sold me.
You will
I want
find
to invest
certain
in this
things
product.
about yourself that you do not know.
I feel like a lot of times I just be like too focused in to like add extra shit. I'm just like,
Homeboy locked
But
in.
that was the
in.
great thing about that is that you
It
put it on
distracted
and you
you.
don't have to do anything
that
else.
that one's a little different. Yeah,
Right,
I would
you
say
put
that.
it on and you don't have to do a damn thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just, and then you go other moments. You buy a vibrator. You're like, 20 minutes to make you come turned into 5. Cool, great. This is awesome. Cheat code now. So my brain went from like maybe I might feel some type of way to give me. I'd rather not stress my tongue for these 20 minutes. Let's go.
See, look, you're using it to not make it more intense, just to take away something you don't want to do.
No, I love to do it. It's just
Oh, you a munch?
I am.
The couch of munches.
Yes, sir.
Podcast title.
Let's
Couch-
go.
Couch of munches.
Listen.
No, I love eating pussy.
I do more than dabble. That's my thing. I enjoy it. I am.
So you ate ass before?
Relax.
I'm asking.
No,
I'm
relax.
asking. I'm-
Listen,
I'm asking.
Tried. Relax.
Oh, you tried it.
Anyway,
I mean,
am,
if you're down there, bro, it kind of just happens.
I am
Slip.
pleaser. So me seeing you be aroused makes me more aroused. So that's just naturally how I am. So
Yes.
I don't mind. I will be down there. I will 40 minutes. No air type shit. That's not a problem for me.
Ernie,
That's what the goatee is for. It
was
catches all the juice.
I'll say.
How you think I grew this?
Yeah, buddy.
How you think I grew this?
I was like, I need to hear more, Ernie.
What?
Give me your viewpoints.
On what?
Anything. You just been cheesing and looking back and forth.
Yeah, because that's all I'm here for. I'm just a pretty face.
what-
What
you're here to talk.
what do you what let's stick on the toys part.
He
You
likes
said-
he likes spit being in his mouth.
Oh hell yeah! I like dirty sex,
That's
but
your shit.
Like,
yeah,
Like, do you like right after the gym, like sweatiness,
Oh, that's
why
like-
not? I like
smell?
human
I'll
human
take some
interaction.
pheromones, but I don't need that.
I like
many
human
pheromones.
interaction and like shit that makes me remember why.
So
I'm
would you
alive.
rather work all day, smell, or like after gym?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to you. You don't
No.
want more to intensify.
Like
than you?
I want whatever you want whenever you want. Like I don't know, man. Some people are uncomfortable doing. Oh my god, I stink, and I'm like, trust me. If it depending on the situation, it doesn't matter if you stink. Like if anything, if I'm not going down, and if you got a little smelly down there, and you want me to go down, maybe I could bear it. If you think it's bearable, I'll try. But I'll let you know. I'll be honest with you.
Are you gonna tell him?
Yeah.
I'll tell them.
I
That's not a problem. I'll tell
So
them.
we're communicators. Is what we do.
Have you ever had to tell a woman?
Yes.
Yes.
How did that go? I want to
No,
hear. I want to
they-
hear.
they
I'm
took
not
it to
rude,
heart.
I'm
They
not
took it
rude
to heart.
about it. There's
Alright.
just
I
such
was
a
saying,
like.
I was gonna say, Ernie, you tell me how that went for you, and then Justin, you tell me how that went for you.
I don't want to say it, man. I feel so guilty about it. I feel so guilty about it because I definitely could have came across it better, but I didn't.
Okay, you see, I think I came across.
Ernie,
a
let me
nice
hear it, bro.
way.
How did it come? Come on.
I'll start so maybe he feel more comfortable.
No, I don't think I
after.
ever will. But
Why? You don't have to
It's-
say
it's-
no names. Just do it. It was your
it
past.
doesn't. Okay,
It's your past.
No, because I feel like if I say it, because I think I went about it a nicer way, that
That's
you
what we
might
need.
not say
That's
it.
what we need.
You might not say
So
it anymore.
start off with the bad one, and then he'll finish
Yeah,
off
I'll
with the
dude.
nice
Let's
one.
go
Okay,
on
I'm
to-
just gonna get it out. I said it smelled like tuna fish, but I was like, it's okay because I eat tuna fish sandwiches all
That's
the time.
crazy.
But like, it wasn't like a.
If I was a girl, I would never want to hear that.
That's what I'm saying.
Ever.
But like,
oh, you smell, but it's okay because I like that smell.
it didn't.
It smelled like trash. It's okay. I'm a porter though.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now I feel bad. I feel worse.
I
feel
had
worse.
just, because I wasn't, I had decided I cannot stay there. Like, this is too much for me. I cannot stay there. I said, hey, do you want to go shower real quick? Let's go shower. I know we've been out all day.
Shit, no.
No, because then it's just like, and then I think in her mind she had like constantly thought like, oh shit, like, do I smell a little bit? And like she gave me a face, and I said, look, it's not anything crazy. Let's just, you just go take a shower, and that's not a problem with me. And she was very understanding in that moment, and that's it. Fine. Tuna fish, crazy.
I'm sorry.
Nigga said,
I'm sorry.
You smell like tuna fish. I'm meow meow.
I'm sorry.
That's why you like cats.
But yeah, I still feel guilty, and now I feel worse. So thank you guys.
Anytime.
You're welcome.
This is what we look forward to on the podcast.
You cut your hair, so we got to come at you now.
Yeah, I think I didn't want to mention it.
I done seen a couple. Ernie needs a haircut.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
This comment because Ernie needs a haircut.
But his hair was better.
Now you guys got what you asked for, and I look hideous.
Ernie, you had anything you want to talk about?
No.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
You talk about anything in the world.
You know what?
Host of the year.
It's in my brain now, so I got to get it out. I wish I could talk about something anonymously. So
for about like an hour, we shot like a commercial, maybe 2 hours. I'm gonna definitely put out bloopers.
Yeah. So we shot a fake ad, or not a fake ad, because we're gonna use.
We shot
it
a
as
real
an
ad,
for us.
a commercial for the Sour Takes Productions.
But like, we could not take this shit seriously for the life of us. So you're gonna see a lot of laughing, but it's something that we wanted to implement into our structure. We have a link in our link tree, and we want you guys to either submit questions, give us content to what was it? Advice that you want on something. Questions that you have for us,
or just an experience
and
you want to
story
share.
times that you would like to share, and you could do so either anonymously or with your name on it.
Look, you can send sex stories now too, because clearly that's open to the pod.
Yeah.
That's.
We actually did a couple story times beforehand, and it's fun stuff because it helps us get to know people more.
I would love to do it because, like, other than like just me and Ernie talk about experience or just going back and forth, like to hear other people's experience and like give our thoughts about it, I feel like it can open up so much. Especially somebody who's
when we had Adoni on the pod.
When he wasn't talking,
when he wasn't talking, and then he started talking, and he just kept talking.
Yeah.
But you see, that was such a great time. Like, that was so funny.
But back to Ernie.
I hope the Genuine Podcast comes back. Honestly,
it will come back.
Please,
I need a co-host.
You don't need one.
I want a co-host.
There you go.
And when I can find a person that I feel like will be consistent with me, then the Genuine Pod will be back, and we'll get it flowing.
I'm trying to think who like I know that you're cool with that would like work with you for that. Like, it would just work.
I'm open. Like, if you want, you just hit me up, and we'll take it from there.
But you need somebody who can talk and have personality, not someone just like, hey. It's not gonna work.
Why you looked at Ernie 3 times while you said that?
Ernie talks when he needs to.
That's great. He's someone who can
someone that can say something.
Anyways, as I am currently being metaphorically shot at, we did have the link that we filmed the ad for. Yeah. And we're gonna try
in the bio, in the link tree.
In the link tree, in the bio. I'm gonna see what I can do, try and see if I can put it at like the top, just so that way it's easier for people to click on.
Yeah, you just drag it.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out, and before this episode is out, obviously that'll be implemented.
And then we'll make a segment out of it when it comes to our episodes. It'll probably either be in the middle or the ending or whatever, but we'll make its own individual segment for it, and it'll be cool, be worth it, I feel like.
Yeah, and it gives us a way to connect with you guys more than just the comments or like these questions on the story. Like, I feel like, I don't know, we have like a good fan base, so I want to like kind of abuse that.
Share, like, I want to know stories.
Yeah.
Like, don't
communicate with us.
We legit have no idea who it would be if you send it in, unless you tell us a name, because that's how we set it up to be anonymous.
Yeah.
So feel comfortable.
And that should be it for this episode, or?
Yeah. Justin, how you feel about being episode 30?
Long time awaited, but good pod. Straight, solid pod.
Thank you.
We got good chemistry within the three of us.
Yes. So. I wouldn't mind this happening again.
This pod went like a while.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't really,
and it felt good.
We're already an hour in.
That's how it was when we did the other pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it has a name.
The Genuine Podcast.
There you go.
The
There you go.
Genuine
Put some respect on
Podcast.
that podcast.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. When you stopped recording, I was kind of sad.
I was kind of sad too, honestly. But
I always push my creative peoples.
if I start,
But you don't push yourself.
it
No, I
won't
don't.
stop again. So
Please
gotta start.
start it. This is his pre-service announcement. I guess.
Now we're telling you. We're not asking you. We're telling you.
Yeah,
Start that shit.
yeah.
What you call me?
Nothing.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, this is episode 30 of the Sour Takes podcast.
Thank you guys for tuning
Yo,
in.
hold on. I was going like this to
Whoa.
3, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. That looks really bad.
This podcast is gonna be called the Munch Couch.
3-0.
The Munch Couch.
Munch Couch.
The Munch Couch. If
the
you
mustache
want,
is for.
Justin, where can people find you? You know, to also follow up on the podcast.
You can find me on Instagram, just.indelible, not inedible. Instagram, the Genuine Podcast has its own Instagram as well. I'm sure when we start running again, we'll be on Twitter and stuff, but mainly anything Instagram or TikTok if you would like to see me interact with my seed. He is also there as well.
Why?
so.
Put some respect on him. I feel like that's
That's my seed. I could disrespect him as much as he wants.
Wow.
That's my seed.
Damn.
He came
point
out
to the nutsack,
my
too.
nut.
That's episode 30, guys.
You
My
can
name
find-
is Ernie,
I'm Nature. You can find the Sour Takes on Instagram.
and Sour Takes Podcast and everything else. Is that how we do it?
Something like that.
Right?
Just write Sour
We've
Takes.
only been doing this for fucking 30 episodes.
Yeah, a year and some change in. But you can find me also individually, Nature Music, on everything and anything. You can find this guy.
Somewhere down below.
Sure. But yeah, episode 30. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Bye.
Peace. That was good. That was good.
I hate this guy.
There.